You've got Beñat Fernandez leading the chasers just behind him, but how much tyre has he used up coming up?
Season that he's, he had some really superb wins, and of course a winner, in race 2. Marco Morelli in second place leads the pack, back in contact with Carpush.
All the way from the back of the grid towards the front now as they go 3 abreast again.
So he's got to get back to that sort of form.
The step up that Carl Thompson's made this year has been very, very nice.
They go down the hill, they've overtaken him, come out of the slipstream. There's his lead gun, it's Brian Uriarte who takes the lead.
David Gonzalez up the inside, pushes, I think, Veda Pratama quite wide. He does, can't push it, goes wide as well. Australia certainly has another name to cheer for in the future in World Championship.
Again, David Gonzalez in second place. You're looking back from Uriarte at the number 11.
So it's now Morelli into third place, Veda in fourth.
Yes, and of course it's his 3rd season, so he will not be back in the Rookies Cup next season.
Not another full
of Gonzalez. Then the 95 of Marco Morelli. The number 11 of Gonzalez has the lead. He was disappointed yesterday. He got pushed back to 5th.
We have,
but it's his 6th fall in a race, in a Rookies Cup race this season. So back with the leader there.
Up the climb they come.
In the end, but he's having a superb ride this time in the dry. Morelli on the... It is Brian Uriarte, the cap champion, ahead of the number 11 of David Gonzalez.
Across the start-finish line again, 9 laps to go. This time around, Pratama getting bullied.
95 there, up into second place. Takes that from Gonzalez. Uriarte has this...
David Gonzalez second, Pugliese third, Pratama all over the place, Peter. He was 13th crossing the line that time around, but just jumped up into a lead.
Gonzalez in the lead.
Well, Danish set a 145.2 last time around. Then Danish in 5th place. Malaysia versus Indonesia for 2nd in the champion. 11th place as we look in towards turn 1 again. Goodness me, a lot of riders got close. Bits quicker than about the next 9 riders ahead of him. But is it going to be... We remind you, 1 point between them.
Elbows out.
Literally, yeah. Too close for comfort into turn 1 there. Flicking it left down here and then right again. Enough. He's still 1 second adrift from the chasing back. He's got it all to do, bless him. Come on, Ak.
Okay, so Brian still has the advantage, but up in the 2nd place, Guido Pugliese.
And Danish into the Omega curve.
I wonder if these guys, some of the bright sparks are saying...
You can find another gear. Crack on. It's all there for the taking as Morelli moves up on Pratama there into turn 1. A very nice, tight but clean move from the
leaving tyres a bit, because in qualifying the first pole and 2nd quickest time.
Moves up into 2nd place now, ahead of Gonzalez.
And as I say, Morelli looking for his 1st win of the season.
Asian then, really, really nice indeed.
Oh my. We're set, I think, lap 3 or 4, and this is a 19-lap race. So he's only been on the podium once. He can do better than that, and that's what he's trying to show us at the moment. He's goodness gracious me. And those damp patches, it's still cool, of course. Those damp patches are hanging around, but I wonder if someone like Uriarte just doesn't want to try the big breakaway, because he's chasing Uriarte. He's ahead of Gonzalez and Pratama.
He had his first junior GP podium.
There's mostly a dry line, but you just got to be careful you don't get offline. Maybe that limits some of the over. He knows he's going to need tyres left at the end.
Down the bottom of the hill. Just a couple of weeks ago in Aragon, he had a wild card replacement ride in the Moto3 World Championship.
Taking possibilities.
Pugliese had a big moment on the exit of turn 6 there, loses a bunch of places. They come, and the big climb up starts again. Gonzalez looking for the lead this time. He looks up. Veda goes bumper cars with Gonzalez.
Yeah, he could see Brian.
Danish then into 2nd place, ahead of Pratama then. So it's 1, 2, 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 up the inside, but Uriarte says, no, I'm going to start drilling the pace now. Personal best last time.
And them getting away at the front, and he doesn't want to let that happen. That was pretty hairy stuff, but they both...
Been off along as Matani gets sideways into turn 8 then. Moving up into round for the Santander rider, by far the quickest rider on track actually. As half a second quicker than every every...
Both got away from it, or away with it, but it's given an advantage to Riati and Morelli in front.
The fourth position, the Japanese rider. How about this as an advert for the Asia Talent Cup? Everybody else that time around pretty well.
They fan out across the track. Who's late on the brakes? Riati is.
Veda, though, as he's got Daniel for company, looking up the inside right behind the Christian. Really wants 2, 3 and 4 Asia Talent Cup graduates.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Great stuff. And really good into the left-hander at the bottom of the hill. That's where he passed Ramadiza for 2.
To try and find a way to make a move at turn 8, but I just don't think it's particularly possible.
And it is the 54 now that takes up the second place, Veda Pratama. Of course, as win yesterday, and he's absolutely superb. And of course, it's so crucial, but he's lost now.
With that, as Brian moves all the way over to the inside of the track, and him and Morelli.
If things finish like this, he would take second place back from Hakim Danish in the lead to the number 17, the white helmeted Yaroslav Karpushin. He comes alongside.
Going toe to toe, Morelli keeps the lead. Daniel up to third. Pratama maintains fourth position. I should also correct myself. Those are the 3 Asia Talent Cup champions the last 3 years.
But it's side by side, Iriarte and Karpushin now, as there are just 8 laps remaining. We've gone.
It's all on, Peter. Penultimate lap time coming up. Gonzalez pushes Veda wide as well up there as well. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Superb stuff. Right, but Brian now, last half distance.
Well, this lead again. Let's see. Here we go then. 2 laps left of this.
Has an advantage of what it was.
Oh, Mitani! Sorry,
he's
up the
brave.
inside. In group now has become about 17 riders worth. The only rider's not in it. Absolute thriller in Spielberg.
Now, Brian said after the race yesterday that
Again, yeah, foot off the footrest and everything, Peter.
Absolutely, he is so.
Armon and Yane and Danish at the moment then. So it's in a massive...
He knew he had something over Veda Pratama. He said, I can't tell you what it is, but I'm determined, isn't he, to end his season on a high note. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And I said, he's looking hopeful.
Massive leading group compared to the sort of lap times they were putting in qualifying and things, though.
And knows something that he doesn't about this track. Well, this is the time to show what he can do, because he's with to impress people to get a ride. So Marco Morelli has his ride already, but he isn't.
This is sort of lap times that we were seeing in free practice too, actually, Peter.
Well, Veda Pratama back in 4th, in fact 5th or 6th place at the moment. It's Marco Morelli who has the slowing down at all. He's right on Zen's tail and ahead of Hakim Danish.
What worn tyres. Exactly.
Yeah, with the worn tyres which they use for practices, free practices.
Advantage. Christian Daniel Jr. up into 3rd place behind Brian Iriarte. And
a character. What a character. Go on, Morelli as well, up into 3rd place too. This is his sign, a 128.0 from Karpushin. So
Veda Pratama back in 4th place under great pressure from Benyat Fernandez and Gonzalez.